Hello, Libra. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Tarot Grand Lux by Cyril Marchetti. Website is, hopefully it'll focus, usgamesinc.com. Feel free to freeze frame there if you need to, if you'd like that information. Supportive Oracle cards, Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. I hope that focused. I'm bringing it back to the top here just in case it didn't. Energy Oracle cards. That deck is from 2013, at least that printing is. There's a picture of Sandra, and at least I think it is, right? Yeah. Website hayhouseradio.com. There's other websites for Sandra. hayhouse.com. I believe it's right in here. So if any of that information benefits you, feel free to freeze frame and use it as you wish. Okay. Okay, what do we got for Libra? You got a lot of good energy, but one questionable card. What is going on? All right. The energy does look good for you. But I think when I'm seeing the tower here, it's the overall energy. I don't think you're going to get the outcome you're expecting. The trick is to see the positive in the outcome after all is said and done. I don't want to pretend like this is all sunshine and roses, because you have a lot of good cards, but your final card, I'm just going to be honest with you, is the Ten of Swords, which is, it's a version of devastation. When I clarified it, I'm like, but this is like devastation that's actually going to be good in the long run. And it's just like getting through it with the strength, getting through it and realizing it's what's best for everybody. More information after the dust is settled, you're going to realize, well, wait a minute. What I thought was going on versus what actually was going on, and I found out after the fact, this actually didn't work out as bad as I thought it would. I think actually you're going to be, in the long run, happier with the outcome, which is strange. Because I feel like when it's happening and when it first ends, not happy. Nope. But I feel like later, like all this information is going to come to you. People are going to tell you things. You're going to find things out. And you're going to be like, oh, I had no idea. Because you're working on something. And you're trying to make very smart, very long-term decisions. You're trying to work out something. You're trying to work with somebody, and you're trying to like work to their benefit. You're trying to work with them, kind of like this isn't going to change in 5 minutes, but that's okay. It'll change down the road. I just got to give it some time. This is a person where you got to take your time with them. You can't expect things to go in 5 seconds. The tower, like I think somebody's making an unexpected change. It's somebody that I feel like you're putting a lot of time and effort into. And you're investing in them with this Ten of Cups. No, Ten of Pentacles. Because I see that person putting that coin in the jar, which is really beautiful to me. But it's kind of like you're investing in this situation. You're like, you know what? This is how they work. So I'm trying to respect that. I feel like, yeah, this is somebody that you feel like you're doing really well with. I worked it out. I'm doing it at their pace. We're doing what I want at their pace. So you're doing what you want at their pace. Kind of like, all right, I can get what I want as long as I respect their pace and how they need to do things and how they get things done. Okay, I get it. That's cool. I can work with that. I see what it is. I see how it's done. I can roll with it. Okay, that's how it is. You're putting in a lot of effort to this. A lot. You really are. Like I didn't. That's why I came to gave you the end. Because I don't want to like build you up just to drop you. I really don't, because I see where this is going. You are like, the Aquarius energy comes through with the Star card sometimes, which is a highly evolved, very intellectual, smart card. Kind of like, okay, this and that'll happen, and this person will help them, and I'll have them over here. Like, you're putting so much effort into this, and you're thinking about what works for this person, what you need to get out of that. You also got the two, like, you really like them. That's another kick in the pants on this one. You do like them. At least when they're working with you, you're like, I like working with them. I like doing this. I'm good with this. They're not telling you things, though. There's certain things they're not telling you. They're not telling you about what they're coming forward with. They're not telling you about things they're deciding. They're working with you. One of the reasons, I don't know, I hope this doesn't sound bad. I don't want it to sound really crappy, but it might. One of the reasons they're so easy to get along with is because they're not overly invested in you. And they're just kind of going along with things. And kind of like, oh, that's what you want, Libra? Okay. And they're thinking, yeah, I don't care. I'm not going to be here anyway. Take it with a grain of salt. They're holding a lot back that they're not telling you about. But they have a lot coming for. They're making plans. They're working forward. It's just not time for them to act on these plans, and they're not telling you a thing about them. They're keeping that all to themselves. That's the thing with the Queen of Cups. It's not a positive or negative card, in my opinion. It's just like keeping secrets is their strong suit, and they can do that when they need to, when they feel necessary. So I feel like I'm saying I don't feel like this person is good or bad. I'm not getting that type of feel. Granted, it is a general read. But they feel like this is what it's necessary for them to do. They got the 7 leading into the 8, by the way, so it's kind of like 7, 8, 9. When I read 7, 8, 9, 9 is the end, 9 is the finish. That's how I read it. I know other people read it different ways, but that's what I'm getting from it. They're not, it's just the 9 hasn't showed up yet. And they're not telling you. They're just not telling you. When they do find what they want, the door to romance opens up for them. Doesn't have to do with any, I don't think this has anything to do with literal romance, but it's like literally what they want. When what they want shows up, they're going to go for it. That's just, I don't really know. I mean, unless this is a romance thing, I don't know. But whoever this person is, when that door opens up, they see what they want, they find what they want, they're going to go for it. They're going to burn bridges. Yeah, they're going to burn bridges. Yeah, they're going to burn bridges. I just keep getting they're going to burn bridges. Probably with you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure with you. That 5 of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. I don't think it's just with you, though. They're going for their 2 cups that they want. They're knocking over the 3 that they don't. So they're burning. I feel like when I keep getting that 5 of Cups, I'm getting burning bridges. And I'm getting, because of that page with it, it's kind of like they're just, this is what they want, so like other people don't want it. Other people don't like it, so they're not explaining it. I think that's why. Alright, because like the 2 of these together, I keep like, why am I getting this burning of bridges thing? They're not explaining anything. They're just kind of like, well, if you don't like it, that's too bad. And they're just moving forward. They're not explaining themselves. If they did take the time to explain some things, this might have a better outcome. They wouldn't be burning so many bridges. They could be more diplomatic about it if they wanted to. I've been wanting this for a long time. I always keep my eye out for it. It showed up. I couldn't pass it up, so I decided to go for this, so this is what I'm going for. They don't have to burn this many bridges. They don't have to, but I feel like they're going to be burning a lot of bridges, basically because they just refuse to explain. By the way, this is also backing this up. I don't want to, I don't have to, I'm not going to. That's the end. They're going to be burning bridges. They definitely are. And probably a big bridge is going to be with you. Because I don't see this going well. When this is all said and done, again, we already showed, like, you don't like it. You're not going to like it with that 10 of Swords. But I do see success coming out of this for you. And that strength coming out, realizing this person wasn't as cooperative as you thought they were. They were just telling you what you wanted to hear. And they were being very compliant because they knew they weren't going to be here that long. The sacral chakra, is that the sacral? Second sacral? I think that's the sacral. Things are going to be a lot better when this energy moves on, ironically. I'm not saying this person's good, bad, or indifferent, but when the way they're relating to you, it's just, it doesn't feel like it's on the level. It just doesn't. And you can't do anything with somebody just telling you what you want to hear. You need the truth. You can't do anything unless you know what's actually happening. If you know what I mean, if there's not a bowl of cherries on the table, if that doesn't actually exist, you can't make it. You can't make a cherry pie if that bowl of cherries isn't actually there. If somebody says, "Yeah, there's a bowl of cherries that's there on that table out there in the other room. It's out there. Yeah, it's out there," and you get out there and it's not there, well, all your plans just went to because it wasn't there. You can't make a bowl of You can't make a cherry pie if you don't have a bowl of cherries to even start with. The Fool comes in with the door to happiness. I feel like the Fool is walking out that door of happiness. They were not helpful to you. They were really not that helpful to you. It's again with the bowl of cherries. It's like they were telling you, yeah, there's a bowl of cherries out there, and there never was. You can't make a pie if you don't have that bowl of cherries. You can't make a cherry pie anyway without that bowl of cherries. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to like this at first, you're not. But I feel like when you look back at it in hindsight, like, yeah, well, if they weren't telling me the truth to begin with, what value did they really have? Is that the kind of like the silver lining version? I don't know. I mean, again, that's why I showed you this in the beginning, the Ten of Swords. I just didn't want to build you up just to knock you down. I just felt that was not nice. That was not right. That was not necessary. So I wanted to give you the heads up right in the beginning. Because when this moves on, you got that Ace of Wands showing up. You'll make good on it. You'll do what you need to do. I don't think that's a shock to you. You know, your strength will rise again, and you'll be back into it, and you'll get done what you need to do. It's just another learning experience, and you'll move on. When that Tower card showed up in the Ten of Swords, I was just like, oh, this is not going to be you're not going to like it. I just don't want to pretend like you were gonna. I just didn't want it to come off that way. I was just worried about that. So hopefully there's something you can make from this and do with this that, works out to your benefit, hopefully. I think we're there otherwise. All right. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. It's below. Also below is the donation information with the same information. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.